Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool rounded out their pre-season for 2013-2014 with a defeat at the hands of Celtic over in Dublin, with a goal coming from Balde. Oh yeah, we've had it really nice. We've had it really good, haven't we, over the summer, and then yeah, these games come back to bite us once again. Before we talk about the game, let's have some of your Facebook comments. Jared Kronke says, not frustrated at all. I think both sides played well. One mistake cost us, and it originated from something we never see in a competitive fixture. That's wisdom. At centre-back, Coutinho and Enrique were good. Ibe impressed me. I think he will wreak havoc this year if given an opportunity. With no injuries. Paying the price for doing this on my phone, blah blah, bring on Stoke, yeah, blah blah blah, apologies Janet. The wonderful world of Facebook for BlackBerry just whoosh, whips off the bottom of the comments, but if you're reading this at home, you'll know what he said, and I'm sure it was delightful. I'm frustrated, to be honest, and I can understand people's frustration at that, because Celtic is the first real test that we've had to come up against. Now, we've had some teams, I mean, it's probably been a little disrespectful to some of the teams we have played along the way, but I think it really would have got us fired up for the new season to know that all that good work we've done in pre-season so far, beating the teams we should beat. When you come up a team that's going to provide a little bit more of a threat, it would have been nice to be able to sort of come away with the win there, to add a little bit more momentum going into the season. Though that being said, it's quite important to a certain extent that you make mistakes in pre-season, and we've not made enough of them, and maybe that's because of the quality of opposition hasn't quite been to the standard that, you know, maybe we would like to get that proper competitive edge out of players. But they say you learn more from your mistakes, don't you? So I think from that perspective, it's weird that John Henry was in the crowd, and you know, he's not come to a lot of Liverpool games, and I'm actually kind of glad that he was there for that, because to some extent you want him seeing us not being quite not quite clicking and not being quite amazing, because maybe it'll give him just that impetus to say, all right, we will put our hands in our pockets, and maybe where we've been sort of, you know, haggling over the odd million or two, you know what, fuck it, for the sake of, let's just get these players in and make Liverpool a better side. That is the glass is half full perspective on that one. Thanks very much for your comment. George Dennis says, shame to end pre-season with a loss, but great atmosphere and can't wait for the real football next week. Yeah, can't agree more. Although it has sort of like taken a little bit of the shine off pre-season, hasn't taken away any of the sort of the butterflies and the excitement of the Premier League campaign starting again. So no, I'm very, very much buzzing for the season to start. Will Davis says, Sturridge and Coutinho played well, so did Toure. Not sure about Wisdom's performance, but he will improve with age. We just need to finish off with more confidence. Still can't wait for the first game of the season. Good to see the optimism carrying through most people's comments here. I think there will be a few. There's always a few people who are just like, oh, the fucking sky's falling. You know, if you think that way, unlucky, because you know there's going to be worse moments than that to come in the next sort of 9 months. Andre Wisdom for me, he was probably the worst performer on the pitch, and again, we've said this time and time again over pre-season, you don't want to make too many harsh judgments on people. I think Andrew Wisdom has been exceptional for Liverpool in pre-season up to this point, but he really showed us, like I say, his age and a little bit of inexperience and what have you. And of course, you know, we've not seen that as a centre-back pairing as well, so that was a little bit of experimentation that didn't quite work for me, but I think he's going to be a cracking player, so I'm not going to be writing Andrew Wisdom off based solely on that. Okay, Jack Bird says, Balde showed how much we need Papa, or a Papa-esque player. Downing showed how much we need any other player with one or more legs. Poor old Downing. Maybe a bit too harsh, but we can't have someone so lacking in such a crucial position. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and disagree. I thought Stuart Downing had a pretty good game. The things that people have been very critical of Stuart Downing, he did in that game. Now, the ultimate criticism of Stuart Down is no end product. You know, he's not created any goals and he's not scored any goals. But you know what? No one else did. And Stuart Down looked the most likely to create or pretty much, you know, well, maybe not score a goal, but he had a decent opportunity in the first half. Well, he got into the box. He got to the byline a couple of occasions, pulled the ball back nicely. He had a standard Stuart Down and well above standard 7 out of 10 performance today. Whether that's enough to make him a first team regular next season, nah, I don't know. But at the minute, do we have the quality necessarily to replace him week in, week out? Jordan Ives certainly looks at a prospect. He was again very, very exciting when he came off the pitch. There was that one moment when he slalomed into the box and I thought he was going to have his John Barnes Brazil moment, but alas, it was not to be. So, you know, we've got him here, we've got Sterling there, but Stuart Down, apparently there's been a $6 million bid from West Ham. I mean, let me know, would you accept $6 million for Stuart Down? I think most people would probably drive him down to East London, you know, for a £6 million bid. But I'm not so sure, and maybe he's got a little bit of legs left in his Liverpool career. But based on that, yeah, I'd be happy to keep him. Although I do suspect if he is on his way out, that smelt a little bit like he wants us to stick one in the back of the net to just sort of ram it down our throats. You know, it's a bit of a parting shot for giving him so much stick. But maybe I'm reading too much into that. Yeah, well, look, let's wrap it up. Yeah, so to speak, the new season looms upon us. I'm going to give, before we wrap up, actually I'm going to give man of the match, controversially for most of you, I'm going to give it to Stuart Downing. Have that. What do you make of that? Who was your man of the match? Do you disagree? Probably yes. Leave your man of the match in the comments below. Let us know as well who impressed you. Do you think Jordan Ives good enough to take that starting position on the right hand side? Could he play on the left hand side? Is Raheem Sterling definitely ahead of him in the pecking order? What did you make of Daniel Sturridge's return to action? I thought he was outstanding. Yeah, if he started that game, it could well have been a very different outcome. What do you think tactically? Did we set up the right way? I think maybe we could have done with a little bit more physicality from the start, which to me says Jordan Henderson. And I know we brought Henderson on, but we played him on the left and moved Coutinho more central. I'd have gone it the other way. I'd have just done a straight swap Allen for Henderson there to maybe add a little bit more bite in the centre of the park. But anyway, let us know your thoughts on that. Anyway, that's going to wrap us up for pre-season for Liverpool and for essentially last season as well. What we've got to look forward to is Redmen TV 4.0. If you're not asked, see you later, we'll see you next week. But if you're not asked, hang on 2 seconds, let me explain. We've got a whole host of new shows coming to the YouTube channel and coming to the redmentv.com. We're going to be having 3 subscriber shows a week, which is going to be on redmentv.com. If you haven't checked them out yet, it's free for a month, so just go on there, have a look. If you think it's shit, then cancel it. Simple as. Past that, there's going to be loads of stuff, as I said, on YouTube. We've got XFC Extreme Football Challenges is coming, which is a football variant, Jackass style show, which basically includes various amounts of pain being dished out to several of our team, myself included. We've also got the Funny Old Game, which is going to be on Mondays, which is going to be the lighter side of football, the home of all the sketches and basically piss-taking that we normally do, involved with not just Liverpool, but of course the Premier League and the football world in general. We're going to have a Rezzies roundup with Ollie McKenzie's going to be focusing on the Liverpool stars of the future. There's going to be the LFC strip, which I know you're all looking forward to, or not, based on some of the comments, you harsh bastards. That was, I reckon, 1 or 2 you've been a little bit harsh on the promo. We'll be checking it out anyway. There's also loads of other stuff. We're going to be hopefully having some live streaming shows as well. So anyway, all exciting, all to come. Check out the subscriber show though. We're going to be back on Wednesday night as we look around the pre-season and looking ahead to Liverpool's Premiership campaign for 2013-2014. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been a privilege. It's been an honour. I hope to see you next week for Redmen 4.0. I'm Paul Machin. Good night and ta-ra.